Here's the good news, Eagles fans. The Birds won! They won! And here is the bad news, Eagles fans. They were this friggin' close to losing. But hey, they won! And a win is a win, right? 1-0 is 1-0. Is 1-0. Alright. Let's put it this way, okay? Last year, they were blowing fourth quarter leads. This year, in the first game of the season, they went down and had a game-winning drive in the fourth quarter. Right? Right? I am trying to sugarcoat this as best I can. But the reality of the situation is, beating the Browns by 1 point is like, bringing home a big girl from the bar at 2 in the morning. Was it ugly? Yes. Was it sloppy? Yes. Was it what you were hoping for in the beginning? No, not even close. But, when the odds are against you, you punch it in for the win. And hey, I'll take it. Oh, don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. We've all been there, alright? Whether alcohol-induced or just taking one for the team, we've all been there. We're 1-0. And a win is a win. So who is next on our little tour, the AFC North? That would be our old friend Johnny Harbaugh and his Baltimore Blackbirds. And look, it's really hard to talk smack on the Baltimore Ravens because A, I think they're a really good football team. They're my pick to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. B, people in Baltimore don't know this, but we love John Harbaugh in Philadelphia. That dude is the man. And C, their owner Art Modell just passed away. I mean, the man was not only an owner, alright? He was a very important figure in the NFL since the early 1960s. He was a pioneer in league and television negotiations that brought the NFL into millions of households. And he was an innovator in league revenue sharings and a ton of other ideas that made the NFL what it is today. But then again, I would be doing myself a complete disservice if I didn't break, you know, a couple balls. So anyway, crab cakes and football. That's what they do in Maryland. Well, around these parts, it's cheesesteaks and football. Because we eat like real men. Although, have you ever had the crab cakes in Baltimore? They're amazing. Delicious. But I mean, what do you expect? They're in the Inner Harbor, alright? The water is right there. The crabs are fresh. Whereas the only crabs you're gonna catch in Philadelphia are the ones that you get from sitting down on a bare toilet seat at Xfinity Live. Ooh, itchy. You know, I just don't know about the Ravens, alright? The whole thing as a franchise just kinda, I don't know, weirds me out. They're kinda like, I don't know, like the goth kids of the NFL, no? Or are they like Twilight kids now? I don't even know anymore. Ew, I wanna be a vampire. Oh, shut up, stupid. Alright, let's put it this way. They have a marching band. That doesn't seem nerdy to you. Alright, then try this one. They have male cheerleaders. Yeah. Beep, beep, beep. You see that? Beep, beep, beep. That's my gaydar going off. Alright, how about their mascot? Remember there was a couple of them. Life partners. But because they don't allow same-species marriage in the state of Maryland, the one ran off with the Oregon duck. Because apparently in Oregon, they approve that kind of thing. This is a completely true story. I read it on TMZ. Look, and what this all boils down to is real men do not wear purple. The only man in the world that is allowed to wear purple is this guy. And occasionally Dave Chappelle when he's imitating the aforementioned only man in the world that's allowed to wear purple. Do us a solid, alright? If you're making your way up 95 for the game, don't bring that mess to Philly. That look may fly in Baltimore, alright? But if you walk around like this in the parking lots of South Philadelphia, you will find yourself quickly smack dab in the middle of a game called Throw the Bottle at the Drag Queen. And in no way, shape, or form am I condoning fan-on-fan violence. So here's a piece of advice. Please leave the purple spandex at home. Speaking of pieces of advice, here's a few for the Philadelphia Eagles. Number 1, you have got to slow down the attack of the Baltimore Ravens offense. This defense relies heavily on rotating players in and out and going 100 miles an hour. If they can't rotate, they're gonna get gassed in a hurry. And what's the best way to get it done? Bring the pressure. Fire up the blitz. Yeah, I know it's risky, but nothing will slow down an offense more than to have to pick their quarterback up off the ground after every single play. And if you are going to the game, get loud, bitches. Cause it's hard to run a no huddle when you can't hear shit. Here's another piece of advice. Did you notice how the Browns defenders were always blitzing in the right spot and knew where the ball was going. The Browns' offensive coordinator, who happens to be our ex-offensive coordinator, was definitely in on some of those defensive meetings. Because he knows Andy Reid's playbook, inside and out. Now, I know Johnny Harbaugh was only a special teams coordinator, but I suggest you switch it up. It is time to go against the grain, whether that means switching up the pass patterns or running the ball more than you pass it. For once, you've got to switch it up. You got to do it. Because if this offense plays the same way against the Ravens as they did the Browns, this team is going to get waxed harder than Joe Flacco's eyebrows. So here it is, EROCK's Week 2 prediction. Baltimore is going to be one of the hardest tests we play all year. But in the home opener, I have to think that the Eagles will rise to the occasion. Eagles win in a slugfest, 20-17. Congratulations to Joyce Sakai for winning last week's Facebook Friday. This week's prize will be an Eagles 8x10 signed by wide receiver Jason Avant. So remember to give me a like on Facebook. I provided the link below. And also follow me on Twitter at the Mighty EROCK. Until then, let's go Birds, and I will see you at the tailgate.